For months, astronomers reassured the world that 3I-ATLAS would be nothing more than a spectacular flyby. One of them was Avi Loeb, a well-known astrophysicist from Harvard University. His research team published a paper proposing a bold possibility. 3I-ATLAS might be an engineered probe. The evidence supporting this idea was unusual. Radar signals reflected from the object, detected by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and the Goldstone Deep Space Communications Complex, returned echoes that appeared metallic rather than icy. Typical comets produce soft radar reflections caused by water, ice, and dust. But this object's echoes suggested something much denser and more structured. Meanwhile, amateur astronomers captured high-exposure images showing 3 narrow green beams extending from the object toward Mars. These glowing streams pulsed in perfect synchronization with the gas vents. The conclusion became harder to ignore. This object was not behaving naturally. According to Loeb's theory, 3I-ATLAS could be intentionally approaching Mars, not to destroy it, but perhaps to deliver something. A probe, a signal, or something even more mysterious. If the object did hit Mars, the consequences would be enormous. With an estimated mass of 10 billion tons and a velocity of about 57 kilometers per second relative to Mars, the impact would release over 2 million megatons of energy, thousands of times more powerful than the largest nuclear explosion in Earth's history. The resulting crater could be 60 kilometers wide and 5 kilometers deep. Debris would scatter into Mars's orbit, and some fragments could even be ejected into interplanetary space. Eventually, a few of those fragments might reach Earth. But the damage would not be limited to geology. Mars is currently home to numerous scientific missions, including the Perseverance rover, the Tianwen-1 mission, and many orbiting satellites studying climate, geology, and the possibility of ancient life. An impact could destroy equipment, erase decades of research, and possibly release unknown substances trapped beneath the Martian surface. Because of these risks, several international space agencies, including European Space Agency, Roscosmos, China National Space Administration, and Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, began quiet discussions about planetary defense. Mars itself adds another layer of mystery. For decades, scientists have believed that the red planet may have once supported life. Evidence suggests the presence of subsurface lakes, frozen water deposits, and possibly dormant microbial ecosystems buried deep underground. If 3I-ATLAS were carrying organic material, or even synthetic biological elements, an impact could mix those substances with Martian ecosystems. Some researchers have called this idea reverse panspermia. Instead of life spreading from Mars to Earth, it would mean life, or artificial biology, being deliberately seeded onto Mars. This raises a disturbing possibility. What if the object is not meant to destroy the planet? What if it is meant to activate it? When the James Webb Space Telescope performed its deepest scan of the object, the results were briefly classified. After 48 hours, only partial information was released. According to leaked reports, the telescope detected synthetic polymers within the object's gas trail, molecules similar to human-made plastics and carbon nanotubes mixed with natural gases. These materials do not form naturally in space. Even stranger, the telescope identified unusual isotopic patterns in carbon and hydrogen that did not match any known object in the solar system. In simple terms, 3I-ATLAS appeared to contain engineered materials. As public concern grew, something unusual happened. NASA suddenly stopped providing regular updates. Data streams from Mars missions became inconsistent. Press releases slowed down. Then a leaked internal message revealed a short but alarming phrase: Impact Protocol initiated. No one outside the agency knew exactly what it meant. Some insiders claimed encrypted signals had been sent to every active spacecraft around Mars. But why? There is currently no known technology capable of deflecting or stopping an object like 3I-ATLAS, unless the signals were not meant to protect Mars, unless they were meant to prepare it. Meanwhile, researchers at the SETI Institute tried something unusual. They converted the object's trajectory data, its speed, orbital path, and timing, into binary code. When processed through compression algorithms used in deep space communication, the data produced repeating numerical patterns. The numbers corresponded to atomic elements such as carbon, oxygen, silicon, and iron, along with prime number sequences often associated with intelligent communication. This led to a shocking hypothesis. The trajectory itself might be a message, not transmitted by radio waves, but by motion. As the predicted impact date approached, scientists discovered that the object's path aligned with Elysium Planitia, a region known for unusual geological patterns. In the center of this region lies a perfectly circular basin containing rare crystalline minerals that emit brief pulses of infrared light when exposed to sunlight. Some researchers began asking an extraordinary question. What if that basin was not random? What if it was a beacon? Then another anomaly appeared. Instruments detected a dark secondary object trailing behind 3I Atlas at a fixed distance of 0.07 astronomical units. It wasn't gas. It wasn't debris. It appeared as a moving shadow that remained perfectly synchronized with the main object. Scientists could not explain it. Even more mysterious patterns continued to emerge. When researchers mapped the object's trajectory against planetary positions, they found it aligned with rare gravitational cycles occurring every 54 years. Remarkably, the last similar planetary alignment happened in 1908, the year of the Tunguska event. Coincidence? Perhaps. But the pattern was difficult to ignore. Meanwhile, an unexpected discovery came from Princeton University researchers studying brainwave activity. When volunteers were exposed to the 17-minute pulse frequency detected from 3I Atlas, their brainwaves began synchronizing, even when subjects were placed in separate rooms and unaware of each other. Some scientists described this phenomenon as neurological entrainment, as if the signal itself was influencing human consciousness. Then Mars itself began responding. Instruments detected unusual xenon gas emissions from deep fractures near Cerberus Fossae. Seismic activity increased, and temperature readings beneath the surface began rising. Most surprising of all, magnetometers recorded a repeating magnetic pulse every 17 minutes, the exact same interval as the object's gas bursts. For the first time, scientists considered an extraordinary possibility. Mars might not be reacting to an incoming impact. It might be responding to a signal. In the final hours before the predicted encounter, an infrasonic signal was detected originating from beneath Olympus Mons. When visualized as a spectrogram, the signal formed a spiral identical to the pattern produced by 3I Atlas. It looked almost like a conversation. And in one of the final readings from the James Webb Telescope, scientists discovered something truly astonishing within the object's vapor trail. Embedded among organic molecules was a repeating sequence resembling RNA, the molecular structure associated with life. But it was not identical to Earth biology. It appeared to be a self-replicating information code, designed not just to survive space, but to communicate through it. As the final alignment approached, Mars, Earth, and the Sun formed a perfect straight line, with 3I Atlas positioned exactly along that axis. This alignment mirrored ancient structures on Earth, including Stonehenge, which were built thousands of years ago to track celestial patterns. For a moment, it seemed as if the entire solar system had become part of a cosmic mechanism. And 3I Atlas was the final piece. At first, we thought we were watching a comet, a random object wandering through the galaxy. But what the James Webb Telescope revealed suggests something very different. The object did not simply arrive. It aligned. It responded. It interacted. Mars did not just react. It remembered. And now, with the final maneuver complete, 3I Atlas has taken its place, not as a weapon, but as a key. Mars may be the stage, but Earth, we are the audience. And perhaps we were never meant to be passive observers. Perhaps the real impact has already begun, not on Mars, but on our understanding of the universe. So now the question remains, was 3I Atlas an accident, or an invitation? Rocket,